I have low. Okay, so let's get started with our practice. We're going to start out standing, get things moving. We're going to move through the joints, and then we will end up on the ground and do a bunch of work on the floor, some strengthening for our core. It's been quite cold. It's January, and we are very cold temperatures here in the Sierra Nevadas mountains here in Reno. And it's time to kick the dog off the mat. And there's Tina. Hi, beautiful Tina. She's back from Germany. A little jet lagged. But at least you don't have a cold this time, right? All right. Hey, guess what? It's time for you to go. So come to the top of your mat. And you will want to be barefoot. It is better to be barefoot so it strengthens your feet. Okay. And then bringing your hands to your heart. Okay. So namaste hands right there at the heart. And take some breaths. So let's connect with our breath. Close your eyes and connect with your breath. Feeling your inhale, feeling your exhale. Start to slow down the breath, smooth it out. And let everything settle. Let your skin relax. Let your face relax. Let your breath relax. Practice today being grounded, moving from stillness. Seeing that Vata, settling the Pitta, moving the Pitta towards the center of the body. So imagine that you can feel the very in the right and left sides of the body and the front and back sides of the body. Where is your center? And you can visualize it in your mind. And you might even be able to physically feel it within your own body. And imagine you're being pulled upward from the crown of the head with an energy cord, lengthening the cervical spine and the neck, through the thoracic spine in the upper back, and even creating some length in the lumbar spine, rounding your body, spreading your toes and lifting your arches, feeling your body as stable. And then releasing your arms up, looking up to the sky, connecting with the heavens. And then releasing down, all the way down, connecting to the ground, releasing your head all the way down. Pause there. Let your head relax. Then stepping back into down dog. Marva, you got to move. She's not even moving. And then drawing your heels down again, spreading your toes, getting really hollow in your belly. Lifting the floor of the pelvis, opening up your armpits, making sure that you're activating into your hands and you're pressing into your thumb and pointer finger. And lift the very center of your hand. So press into the pads of your hand, but lift the very center of your palm. And then again, draw your navel in and draw it up into the ribs. Once again, you're holding it here, connecting with your breath, staying strong in the pose, but then softening your breath, softening your skin. Dropping then down to your knees. And then reaching forward with your hands. You're going to shift your hips back and drop your chest down. So we are not sitting back on our heels. We're staying lifted. So you might have to move your knees back. and then drop. Start opening up. You can let your forehead come down or your chin. Forehead down. And if you're feeling a little more open, you can go chest down. So it does require a little more flexibility there. And if you need to, you can use a block. So you can take a block and you can put your forehead down onto a block and do it that way. That works too. And then from there, we're going to lift up and extend the right leg straight out with the left arm. Draw your navel in. So strong in your core. We really want to help that Vata grounding the body, settling our energies. So if you felt scattered today, and this is a practice that will help you. And then from there, releasing the left arm down. And you're going to drop your chin and chest to the ground, but keep that right leg up. Release. And then push up. Bhujanasana. And then press back. Down dog. Taking our time here. And then picking up the right leg, we're going to take it into a high lunge. Super strong, and you want to open up. Taking that right knee forward, left heel back. Nice and open. Right knee forward, left heel back. And then to create even more of an opening for the hip, drop the back knee. And then release the hip forward. Drop, navel in. So opening up, stretching out that body. From there, curling your toes under. Step your back leg in and then straighten the front leg and release your head right over the knee, right over the leg. Now see if you could straighten out that leg. Press actively into that right toe. Right hip moves back. Release your head down. Yeah, so you want to square your hips. That means that you're actively moving the right hip back, left hip forward. So you can move the foot over a little bit if you want. Did that help? There you go. And then she's going to release, drop the chest. Yep. And relax the head. Nice. And then lift the kneecap. Ooh, that means you're engaging your quadricep. And then step back, down dog. Drop down onto your knees. And again, we're going to reach with the hands and see if you could drop your chest down or forehead down or use a block. Better with the forehead. Really opens up the chest and the armpit, mid back. I really like this because it releases tension out of the mid back. Good, and then from there, you're going to come up into a crawling position, extending the left leg out, and then your right arm. Hold it, draw your navel in. So strong. Reach. Lift up higher. Strong. And then the right hand comes down. You're going to keep the left leg up. Release, chin and chest down. Slide through. lift up, Bhujanasana, and then take it back. Down dog. Stepping the left leg forward. And now you go into that high lunge again. Now the left knee goes forward, right knee is back. Nice. Make sure that that front leg, that ankle is right underneath the knee. So if you didn't quite get the leg forward enough, pull it forward. There you go. Strong and steady. Then dropping the back knee and releasing your hip forward. Let it release. Down, down, down. And then from there, you're going to step the back leg in. Now you can move it out to the right a little bit. And what that will do is it will help you get that left hip back. Right hip forward, drop the head into the knee. You can use a block here if you would like. Okay, so same thing. She's going to move the left hip back, right hip forward. Okay, so now sometimes we're so trying to go with the hip. So what we want to do is we want to move the hip back at the same time. Oh, yeah. And then lengthen from here. Yep. There you go. How's that? It's crazy, isn't it? She's like, this side is, there's something going on this side, right? So yeah, you got some stuff here because this is wanting to come this is wanting to go this way with you. So you just got something tight right there. So she's going to try to get some length here with this left arm. Yeah. And then relax your head. And then I do want you to engage your quadricep on that front leg. So left leg engages. That means you're going to lift your kneecap. Yeah. Feel that? Woo. There you go. You're getting it now. It's like right here. It's great. Okay. And then from there, step back, down dog. Very nice. And again, get hollow in your belly. So see if you could straighten your arms a little bit more. Straighten them. Yeah. Hollow in your belly. Open up your armpits. That means you're lifting your shoulder blades towards each other. Good. We're going to drop down again. Now, so make sure that your hips are over the knees. Not forward, you guys. Hips are over the knees. Go back, go back. Robin, can you go back a little bit more? Yeah. Now reach your hands out. And drop. Don't change. Don't let your hips go forward. See if you can go deeper this time. And I will tell you, it is nice to use a block because sometimes it'll give you a little bit bigger stretch there. And then from there, coming up, now you go back into a crawling position. And this time the right arm goes under. Take that shoulder right to the center of your mat. Rotate, bring your left hand in, bring it up, press into the floor. Or you can take your arm behind the back. I like my hand on the floor because then it creates some leverage. In this pose, you're doing the same thing with the hips. You're trying to even it out. She's pretty even, but sometimes the hips will want to move. So you got to even them out. Yep. And then slowly come out of it. And as you do that, you're going to extend your right leg out with the left arm. Nice. Hold it. So it should be right leg, left arm. There you go, Robin. And then hands down, push back. Three-legged dog, get hollow in your belly. Draw the left heel down, hold it. And then stepping that right leg forward for a high lunge. So if you don't quite get it there, put it there. Strong and stable. Foot is underneath your knee. Drop the back knee. Release the foot down. Yeah. And then this time you're going to take that left hand, move it to the edge of your mat, rotate, and reach up. Let your hips shift forward. Then swinging your right arm around. Curl your toes under on the extended leg. And then pull that back foot in again. You're going to go back into the forward fold. Now move the left foot out a little bit so that you can get your right hip back. Drop, and we do have an add-on here. Drop. Move the right hip back. You can use a block if you would like. Activate your quadricep. Good, and now left hand goes to the big toe side of the foot and stack the right shoulder on top of the left. You can use a block here. Or if you're feeling really open today, go to the baby toe side of the foot. Parvarita Trikonasana. It's big. So anytime that we add rotations, you are helping to release Pitta. Nice. Great. Now see if you could straighten the leg. It's a little more challenging, but you want to straighten that front leg. Don't bend the knee. Straighten it, you guys. Straighten it. Let that arm be more towards the head, not your back, your head. Good. Then swing the arm around. Step back, down dog. Shift forward, plank. Modify to the knees if you need to. That is an option. You don't have to. And then lower. Lift up cobra. Take it back, down dog, and then hold it. Super strong, hollow in your belly. Open up the armpit. Then dropping down on the knees. And you're going to keep your hips right on top of the knees. Reach out. This is our last time. Drop down. See if you can go all the way down, chest down, or chin or forehead. And you can use a block. Now make sure that your hips are staying right over the knees. If they're forward, you guys, it's not going to be right. Make sure they're back. So Robin, take your hips over they're a little further forward. Go back more. Go back even more, even more. There you go. Now that should feel a little different. Yeah. Now extend those arms. Yeah. There you go. Awesome. Good. And then we're going to come up into a crawling position. Left leg comes up. Oh, actually, you know what? Left arm comes under. So left shoulder goes to the center of the mat and we rotate. We're doing this first. So it's a big rotation. Your right hand is going to be right here pushing, or it can go around the back. Even out your hips. Nice. So remember the rotations are, so your arm can either be here on the ground, or you can take it behind you and then keep your hips even. Tina's really got nice even hips, so she doesn't have to worry about that. But it is easy sometimes for the hips to rotate, so you do have to watch that. Good, and then slowly coming out of that. That left hand comes down. Now you're gonna go left leg, right arm. Hold. Super strong. Lift a little higher. Keep drawing your navel in. Then the right hand goes down, press back. Three-legged dog. Draw the right heel down. Get hollow in your belly. Right heel down, right heel down. As you lift that left leg up, hollow in your belly. Straighten those arms. Then that left leg steps forward. High lunge. And then drop that knee. Release your hip forward. Take your right hand to the edge, the right edge. Rotate and reach. Then swing the arm around. Step your back leg in. Straighten your front leg. Move the left hip back. Drop your head. Use a block if you would like. Straighten that leg. Nice. Okay, relax your head. Even out the hips, you guys. See if you straighten that leg a little bit more. Relax your head. Okay, remember we have an add-on here. So the add-on is right hand on the big toe side of that left foot. You can use a block if you would like. Move the left hip back, reach, stack, left shoulder on top of the right. Anchor down. Square those hips. Okay, take a breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh. Inhale. Exhale. There you go. So you're going to open even more on your exhale. Keep moving the arm towards the head. Move the arm towards the head. There you go. Whew, that's big, Tina. She's got it. And swing the arm around. Very nice. Step back, down dog. So sometimes it's nice to get that little bit of a lift with the block, because then I was really able to give some big rotation for her and her torso. All right, shift plank. Modify to the knees if you need to. Lower onto the belly. Hands are right at the chest. Lift up, cobra, bhujanasana. Keep the chin pulled in. And then push back, Adho Mukha Savasana. Nice, down dog. Hollow in your belly. And then the right leg is going to step forward. We're going to go into warrior one. Come up, reach. Square your hips again. So right hip forward, right hip back, left hip forward. Open. Then fold over the leg, release. And then open up, Parvarita Trikonasana. Use a block if you need it. Remember, you'll get bigger opening for the torso if you can get up a little bit higher. Arm goes more towards the head, you guys, not the back. Swing the arm around and step back, down dog. Shift forward plank. Modify to the knees if you need to, lower. Lift up cobra, keep the chin pulled in. Press back, down dog. Get hollow in your belly. Left leg then comes up and steps forward, warrior one. And again, reach up. This time, you've got the left hip pulling back, right hip pulling forward. Reach. Bend that knee. Straighten the back leg, you guys. Don't let it sag. Straighten it. Then straightening the front leg. Release right over that leg. And then taking it into Parvarita Trikonasana. Use a block if you would like. Open. You know, Tina, you're way more open now. Yeah. Swing the arm around, step back, Adho Mukha Savasana, down dog. Shift forward plank, modify to the knees if you need to, lower. Lift up Bhujanasana. And then push back. Adho Mukha Savasana. Again, get hollow in your belly. Strong and steady. Coming from a really stable place. Right leg comes up. Step forward, warrior two. So we're opening up into warrior two. You stack your heels in the same line. Reach. And then dropping into side angle, Parsvakonasana. This is a modified version, or you can take your hand to a block on the big toe side of the foot or to the floor. You choose. Now this upper arm goes alongside the ear, palm is down, thumb reaches back behind you, keep your tailbone drawn in and navel in. Then swing that arm around. Going into the high lunge. Hold it there. Drop the back knee, rotate. Reach. And you have the option of picking up the foot behind you. You can use a strap. Nice. That looks good, Robin. She's doing it way harder. She's using both hands. Woo. All right, then release now. This front foot, you're going to walk it over and let that knee drop down to go into pigeon. Now, as much as you can, keep your heel and your knee lined up. And if you need to, you can grab a blanket, take it right underneath your right glutes. Keep extending the left leg out. Pigeon. Start out with the chest lifted. Ah, that's nice. It's opening up the glutes and the rotators. You want to actively drop the left hip down. And then see if you can lower onto the elbows, and you can use a block here. Good, and then from there, you're gonna curl your toes under on the left leg, extended leg, and then step back down dog. Hold it, get hollow in your belly, super strong and stable. Then shift forward plank, modify to the knees if you need to, lower. Lift up, Bhujanasana. Drop your shoulders, take it back, Adho Mukha Savasana. Left leg reaches up, three-legged dog. Then step forward, warrior two. Drop heel to heel. So I know we're facing you. It looks like we're on the other leg, but we are actually on the left leg. Left leg forward, right leg is back. Extend those arms. Drop. Navel is in, tailbone is down in neutral. Then dropping into Parsvakonasana. And you can hold it here modified, or you can use a block. Nice. Then swinging that right arm around. You're gonna go into the high lunge. And drop the back knee. Rotate. Okay, you have the option of reaching back and grabbing that foot behind you. It's an option. You don't have to do it. Good, and then from there, release. And now see if you can walk that left foot over. You can use a blanket underneath the glutes. Try to keep the ankle, heel, and the knee in the same plane if you can. Now, if you can't, you can drop it down a little bit. Stay lifted. Right leg is your extended leg. Take it back. Stay lifted at first. Now keep drawing your right hip down. Really try to open up your glutes. So if you have to sit in a chair for your job, or you're driving a lot for your job, or whatever you do, or you're doing a lot of repetitive action like hiking or cycling or running, it's the same activity. It can really tighten up the glutes. So this is a great pose to release. Now see if you can drop down onto the elbows. And you can use a block. Good. And then from there, we're going to actually just rotate to the side. And if you have your blanket and you're using it, I want you to keep using it. I would like for you to start out either folded in half or in thirds. Get your pelvis up a little higher. I swear to God, Tina, I did vacuum before you came over. But, you know, kneecaps up. In other words, I don't want your kneecaps turning and facing the back. You might have to grab your thigh and pull it. Pull it behind you. Pull it behind you, kneecaps up. And then we open up to one side. She thinks that she's just snuck in here like I can't see her. Oh, you're just so funny. And then we're going to go to the other side. Opening up. Palm is down, you guys. Don't let it turn. So feel the difference. If you turn our hand, it kind of changes your shoulder position. So you want the palm down, thumb reaching back behind you so you can get a nice opening here in the shoulder girdle. Good. Now, watch what you're going to do. You're going to now take your one arm, so the hand that was here on the leg is going to come up. The other arm is going to drop. Palm goes down, reaches, and now this hand up here goes down, and see if you can grab your toe. Ooh, it's big. And then coming up. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. The arm that was up now goes down, goes across the body, and drop, and see if you can grab your toe. Good, and then coming out of that, and now you're going to go forward, so you can use a block if you would like, or you're just going to reach forward, hands out, drop. Now get your forehead down. Yeah, you got it. Good, and then from there, releasing and coming up. Good. You're going to take it onto your back. We're going into a bridge pose. Thank God Tina's here to be my model since Marvy's in the way. Okay, So you're going to go down and lift your pelvis just like Tina. Bridge. Strengthen that back body. This is part of that core strength part. Lift up. Breathing into the chest. Pushing into your feet. So you're activating your feet. They push into the ground to lift you up higher. And then lowering. And then you can either extend just your right leg or both legs. So if you're doing just one leg, you're going to hold it here for 4 breaths, or you could do both. Now, once you do 4 breaths, you're going to switch to the other leg, or you just stay in both legs. Good. And then once you're done with 4 breaths, you're going to release. Draw your knees in. Open up your arms to the side. Take your legs to the right. Then the legs come up and go to the left. Oh gosh, Barbie. You have very bad doggy breath. I mean, I guess it's not the worst, but good. And then we're going to go back into bridge. So find your heels, push back up, bridge. Stay lifted. Activate your feet, lift a little higher. And then lowering. And again, we're going to extend the legs one last time. You could do one leg or both. Switch to the other leg. If you're doing one leg at a time. And then release. Arms open up to the side, take them to the right, legs to the right. And then legs go up and go to the left. And then now you're going to go Shavasana. Release your legs down, arms, palms up, dropping into a relaxed position below the heart. If you want to put your socks on, I definitely want you to cover your eyes. So grab a towel or an eye mask. Do you have something for your eyes? And then make sure that you move that body into a very still position, Shavasana, holding your body in stillness, feeling your body grounded, relaxed on the floor. And bring your awareness into your breath again. Notice your breath. Just like how we started, notice your breath. And release. Let your breath relax. Soften it. And begin to soften your skin. Soften your face. Relax your pelvis and your glutes. Let your hands and your feet relax. Feel your abdomen soften, and your breath then softens with the whole body. And hold yourself in stillness. Just be still, be silent. Deepen your breath. Roll to your right side. Take a few breaths there on the right side. Just pause there. Feel your body grounded, relaxed, at ease, supported. Then coming up into a comfortable seated position, hands together and connecting your thumbs to your heart. Once again, closing your eyes, merging with the breath. Soft breath, soft body. Soft awareness. And may you have a wonderful, peaceful evening and a restful night of sleep. Namaste. Very nice, you guys. You too, Marvy. Marvy's marvelous.